Welcome back. I'm Gareth Edwards. A huge pleasure to be with you this morning. Dan is away for the next 2 days. Be very careful what you post on the internet, especially if you live in China. Officials have now issued new guidelines that could affect internet users in a very big way. Anyone who posts information that leads to protests or ethnic unrest could face prosecution and jail time, of course. Well, let's find out just how serious this is. Let's take you live now to our Asia correspondent. It's John Bailey who joins us for this. And John, very good morning to you. What has led to these guidelines being put into place?
Yeah, hi, morning, Gareth. These laws, the law that you referred to, it comes into effect on Tuesday. And what has happened over the last few years is that, according to the Chinese government, there's been an increase in these kind of rumors that are being spread online by people. So what they're saying that if you do spread a rumor that's harmful to either individuals, that leads to suicide or mental problems for these affected individuals, or it hurts the reputation of, then you will be punished and you'll be sentenced to a maximum of 3 years initially, but that can also extend to 10 years if you are a repeating offender. So it's really all about social stability, because for the Chinese government and for the party here, it's so important that there's social stability, and you have about 591 million people that are online users. So they are very concerned about what's being published online.
Well, there's also talk at the moment from those who are against this idea, John. I'm hoping you can elaborate as well, that they're suggesting it's because government officials are often exposed through various campaigns online there, and some are saying this is a way to simply try and silence their critics.
Yeah, if you read the post that has been published by the ordinary Chinese here, there's a lot of criticism about this new law, because obviously the issue of freedom of expression and freedom of speech comes into play here. Because people are saying that if you now spread, if you post information about, let's say, a government official that's involved in corruption, what will happen to you? But what's interesting about this new law is that what they are saying, that if you, as an online user, if you post information about government officials who are involved in corruption, then you will not necessarily be prosecuted. In fact, they will investigate those claims before they prosecute people. But there's a lot of there's been a lot of reaction, negative reaction to this new law.
Well, John, we also understand as well that there could be jail time with regards to anyone that falls outside of these guidelines. Any idea, according to your sources, as to how long this jail time could actually be?
Well, Gareth, it can be anything from 3 years to 10 years, just depending on how often you commit these crimes. But really, it's clearly an indication that they want to clamp down on new media. And the Chinese President Xi Jinping has recently said as well that they should take control of new media. So this is a way of getting to what they call rumors being spread. And we have seen there's been some evidence of a online industry that has developed, where the focus is really to spread rumors to really be to the negative, or to the detriment of companies and certain individuals here. But as I said, the problem is really, how do you define when something is a rumor and once it's actually fact?
All right, so the guidelines going to get very complicated as to how they're going to determine that. John, as always, a pleasure talking to you, our Asia correspondent, John Bailey, from what looks like a very sunny Beijing today. We're back to him, I'm sure, later in the week as this story continues to develop.
News that moves. enca.com.